Hi everyone, this is Kannababu from Satya Technologies. In the last class, we discussed about DDL commands and DML commands. DDL commands will work on the table structure. DML commands will work on the table data. So whenever you want to perform any operations like insert, update, delete, or select, if you want to perform any other operations, you have to use these language commands, DDL, DML. Okay, now today we'll discuss about DRL commands. DRL means data retrieval language commands. Data retrieval language commands. This all comes under DRL commands. Mostly in SQL, we'll use these commands only. That is select commands. If you want to retrieve the data from the table, we'll use command. These DRL commands comes under select command. Okay, now. So today we'll discuss about the select command. Before select command, we'll discuss about operators in SQL. Let us see what are the operators in SQL. With that operators only we'll discuss. First one is arithmetic operator. Different types of operators are there. Operators are used to perform operations on two or more operands. Arithmetic operators, similarly relational operators. Okay, na? Similarly logical operators. Similarly range operators. Similarly string operators. These all are different types of operators that are available in SQL. Arithmetic operators means like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulo division. Relational operator means less than, greater than, less than or equal, greater than or equal, double equal, not equal. Logical operators means AND operator, OR operator. Range operators means between, not between. These two comes under range operators. String operators are like operator, not like operator. These two comes under string operators. Okay, now operators are used to perform operations on two or more operands. Different types of operators are arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, range operators, string operators. Okay, now for example, if I write 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2 if I write, here 3 and 2 are called as operands. 3 and 2 are called as operands. Plus C is called as operator. 3 plus 2 is called as operation. So an operator is used to perform operation on two or more operands. An operator is used to perform operation on two or more operands. Are you following? Different types of operators are there. Okay, now? So mostly arithmetic operators are used to perform. There is no triple equal in SQL, only double equal is there. Arithmetic operators are used to perform arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. Let us see. I'll try to open my SQL server. Management Studio. Is it clear? Here I will try to write some small queries. Will write. Just select. I'll try to write some select. Select is used to display the output or fetch the data from the table. Initially, we'll working with the static data. Select 2 plus 3. The answer will be 5. The answer will be 5. Here I'll try to log in with my password ABC. Select 2 plus 3. So select 2 plus 3, answer is 5. Similarly, here if I write select 5 minus 3, here you can see. Answer is some 2. Right, you can write select 5 into 3. Or select 5 by 3. 5 will give us quotient. Select 5 modulus 3. Select will return the output actual. Like how you will print, like printer for if you print the output, you can see. 5 will give us quotient, modulus will give us remainder. Is it clear? If you want to fetch the data from the table, we'll use this select command, but initially we'll try to practice some small queries with this select command. After executing the expression, it will return some value. That value will be displayed. Okay, na? That is our select command. Let us see some real-time examples with this operator so that you will also get some clarity. So I'll try to create one database. Create database. Student demo. Student demo. I'll create one database. Student demo. And I want to use the database. Use student demo. I want to use the database. Okay, na? And I want to create the table. How to create the table? Create table EMP. Column names I'll give enumber. Data type int. I'll give ename. Data type varchar. Student database now. Okay. I'll create one table with name student. With the column student number. Data type int. Student name. Data type I'll give varchar. Varchar of 50. And here I'll give marks 1. Data type int. M2 marks 2. Data type M3 marks 3. Data type int I will give. So select the query. Press F5. So one table is created with name student with these columns. Go to your Object Explorer. Yesterday I told you the syntaxes. Okay, na? To insert the record, delete the record, and update the record. Here you can see one database with name student demo. Student demo. Here you can open, and here you can see the table. There you can see one table with name student. So right click on student, edit top 200 rows. If you want, you can manually insert the values in the table. I'll try to insert 1001. Student name Anil. Here I'll give some values 70, 80, 90. Is it clear? 70, 80, and 90. Similarly, 1002. If you want, you can write the queries. After practicing the queries, you can directly insert the values through GUI. Some James, some 60, some 60, some 70, something like this. So I have 3 records are there in my table. Now, if you want to retrieve all the records, here I will try to write one query. Write a query to display student details. Student details. You can write the simple query. Select a star from student. Star represents all the records. All the records from the table, it will return. Star. So here you execute, you will get all the student details. Here I will write one more query I will write. Write a query to display student number, comma, student name. If you want to retrieve only specific records. In SQL, 2 hyphens means comments. If you want to return a specific records, you can write select column names. Which columns you want to return, that column names you can write. Select S number, S name from student. Okay, now select the query, press F5. You'll get only student name and student number. Okay, now. And similarly, write a query to display student number, comma, total marks. I want a total marks, but there is no total in my table. In my table, there is no total. Only to marks 1, marks 2, marks 3 is there. Now, one point I want to tell you, how SQL query will execute, you know. Whenever you try to execute the query, how many rows are there? 3 rows are there. 1, 2, 3. This query will execute how many times? 3 times. Is it clear? SQL query will execute every time. Select command will execute every time. Did you understand? Whenever you try to write the query, that query will execute every time. Did you understand? So always select command will try to execute. Is it clear? Every time. So first, when you try to write this query, it will get the first record, second record. That query will be applied on each and every record. So write a query to display the student number and total marks. So here you can write select S number, comma, M1 plus M2 plus M3 from student. You want which column? Student number. Total, how you will get total? By adding M1 plus M2 plus M3. Now select the query, press F5. Now this query will be applied on first row. 70 plus 80 plus 90, you will get the output. Next, again, this query will execute second time, third time. If your table consists of 100 records, that query will execute 100 times. So you will get the output like this. 1001 total marks 240. But if you observe clearly in the output, you are getting here no column name. because there is no column with name total, no, that is why it is not coming. If you want to give alias column name as output in your in the output, if you want to give some alias column name, you can use as operator. You can use as operator. Select the query, press F5. Select S number, comma, M1 plus M2 plus M3 as total from student. You understood? M1 plus M2 plus M3 as total from student. Are you following? So in the total is not the column that is available. Total is not available in your database table. Just if you want to display the total as alias column name, then you have to use total. Are you following everyone? So that is how you can write the queries. Similarly, if I want to write a query to display total, write a query to display student details along with total, comma, percentage. I am applying arithmetic operators. If you observe clearly, select all the records I want now, star, comma, I want total also. M1 plus M2 plus M3 as total, comma, I want percentage also. Now here total is not variable. Total is not variable. Did you understand? Total is not variable like your programming language. It is the alias output column name. So in order to calculate percentage, you cannot write a total by 3. You will not get. Because total is not variable. In a programming languages, you can consider as variable. Did you understand? So select star, comma, M1 plus M2 plus M3 as total. If you want, you can see if you want total by 3 from student. From student, let us see. Press F5. Invalid column name total is telling. So again, you have to use M1 plus M2 plus M3. You can use like an expression by 3 as percentage. Here you can write as percentage from student. Select the query, press F5. It will display the student number. Star means all the records, S number, S name, M1, M2, M3, and the total and percentage. Whatever the result it is coming, that result we have to display in the front end. Java developer, .NET developer, Python developer can use the result and display in the front end. Did you understand everyone? So that's what we are doing here. SQL Server Management Studio. I will try to open here. Here you can see. Are you following? Grade, if you want to grade means you have to write the logic. Single line expressions only you can write. You cannot write logics here. Did you understand? If you want to write logics, you have to write programs. This is not programs. SQL is divided into 2 parts. One is basic SQL, other one is TSQL. TSQL is a programming language. Now here we are working with basic SQL, not TSQL. Later we'll see. Yeah, as is an operator you can tell, which is used to give the alias column name. Alias output column name, if you want to give, you can use as operator. It is also a type of operator. As in special operators are there. Percentile is to fetch the data. That is comes under like operator. Okay, stop asking questions. I know. Okay, at the end I will answer. If I start answering your questions, you will not let me to continue my class. Let me speak first. Later you can ask your doubts. Okay, now. So these are the basic queries I'm writing here. Display the total marks as well as percentage of marks. Just basic queries. Similarly, if you want to write some other example also, if you want to do, you can create one more table. Create table EMP with columns enumber, data type int, columns ename, data type varchar of 50. And here I'll try to give basic salary, data type money. Okay, now. Just 3 columns are there: enumber, ename, and basic salary. Just what happened? Table spelling is wrong. Okay, execute. Not command completed successfully. Go and check in your database, Object Explorer. There you can see one database student demo. Right click, refresh. There I created one more table. Right click on the table EMP, edit top 200 rows. Okay, here you can see. I'll try to insert the records in this table. Something like 101, some Anil, some basic salary I will try to give 20,000. Is it clear? Similarly, 102, here I'll try to give Sunil. Here I'll try to give 30,000. 103, here I'll give James. Here I'll try to give 40,000, something like this. So execute the records. So all the records will be saved. Now this is my table actually. So now I'll try to write some queries. Write a query to display employee details. To display employee details, select start from employee. Selection. At the time of writing select query, you can use logical operators and relational operators. You can use actually, but multiple. You can write actually. Grade also you can write actually. As he told, one student asked me, "Can you give the grade?" Means under multiple logics we cannot write. Single logic you can write. For example, total comma plus. But program only. Sorry, not possible to write the grade calculation because you have to store the percentage in some variable and then you have to compare. Variables and everything will come in programs only. TSQL program. It is not possible here. Sorry for that. So select start from employee. Here you can see. You'll get all these records. You can directly display any expression is different. Expression is combination of operators. But if you, after solving the expression, if you want to store the result means variable is required. If you want to declare variables means programs are required. Select start from EMP. Now I'll ask one more question. Write a query to display employee name, comma, basic salary. How to write? Select ename, comma, bsal from EMP. Is it clear? Something like this. And here you can ask, write one more query. Write a query to display the employee details whose salary is greater than 20,000. You can write the logical operator. Select star from EMP where salary greater than, where BSAL greater than 20,000. Select press F5. Execute. So Sunil and James came. Similarly, write a query. This is my original record now. Okay, now. This is my original records. So write a query to display employee details along with DA. Now here you can consider 20% of basic salary is DA. So here you can write select star from DA means dearest allowance from EMP where BSAL select star. Star means all the records, comma. 20% means 20 by 100 into BSAL. 20 by 100 into BSAL. Expression this one. Into BSAL as here you can give DA from EMP. From EMP. Execute. So you will get DA. 20 by 100 means it is not considering, I think. We'll do one thing. 20 by 100 means simply you can give 0.2. 0.2 into B as DA. So you will get basic salary of Anil is 4,000, Sunil is 6,000, James is 8,000. Similarly, if I want to write one more, write a query to display the employee details along with HRA. House rental allowance. Consider 40% of basic salary is HRA. Here you can write 0.4 into BSAL. Okay, na? Execute. You will get 40% of basic salary is HRA, 8,000 HRA. If I ask you, write a query to display employee details along with DA, HRA and total salary. 20% of basic salary is DA and here 40% of basic salary is HRA. Sum of basic salary DA, HRA is total salary. So select 0.2 into basic salary as DA, comma 0.4 into basic salary as HRA comma, basic sal plus DA plus HRA as totals. But here again, you'll get error, I told you, because we cannot use B cell, DA, we can use B cell, but we cannot use DA and HRA. Column names you can use as variables, but alias column names we cannot use. Again, you have to write here 0.2 into B cell plus 0.4 into B cell. This is one expression as total cell. Okay, na? Select 0.2 into B cell as DA. This is DA. This is HRA. This is total cell from EMP. Select, press F5. So now you will get the total details. Employee basic salary is 20,000. DA allowance 4,000. House rental allowance 8,000. Total salary is 32,000. Similarly, every employee details you got. I told that this query will execute every time. How many rows are there? 3 rows are there. So this query will execute 3 times. Did you understood? If I ask the same query, if I ask you, display the employee details whose total salary is greater than 40,000, something like this. So write the same query. At the end, you can write where again not possible. T cell you cannot use. It is not variable, no. Again, write the expression greater than 40,000, something like this. Now you'll get only 64,000, I think. 48,000 and 64,000. Sunil and James. Like this, you can use the operators in real time. Okay, na? These are the basic queries I'm telling. Are you following, everyone? Like this, we are practicing the operators. Percentile is not for alias name. It is for fetching the data for like operator. Only as operator is used for percentile. Add to a database single user, sir. Per is, I didn't understand your question, Hemant. What I'm telling is we are trying to fetching the data from the database table by writing the select command by using these operators. Arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, range operators, string operators. Okay, na? Similarly, if I want to use a double equal operator, any operator you can use, relational operators. If I ask to write a query to display employee details whose salary is equal to 20,000. Generally, there is no double equal operator. Sorry. Here I think I written double equal operator. There is no double equal operator in SQL. In other languages, you have SQL not there. SQL single equal only behave like what? Double equal. Depends on the requirement. Okay, now there is no double equal operator. So here you can write select star from EMP where basic salary greater than or equal 20,000. No double equal. Now it will catch now it will execute this query will execute now. First this query will execute on first row. First row basic salary what is there? 20,000. 20,000 is equal to 20,000. True. It will display the first row. Second row 30,000 is equal to 20,000. False. So it will not display. So how the query will execute? This query will execute every time. This query will execute multiple times. How many rows are there in the table? Those many times this query will execute. First time, second time, third time. Query will execute number of rows times. Select the query. Okay, na? Here you can select the query, press F5. Here you will get the record. Exactly 20,000. Only it will display. Are you following, everyone? Like this, you can write the basic queries on arithmetic operators and relational operators. No double equal, only single equal. Similarly, logical operators. Next one is what? Logical operators. Logical operators means AND operator and OR operator. Here you have logical operators. What are logical operators? Here you have, these operators are used actually. These operators are used to compare. These operators are used to compare two or more conditions. Tomorrow we're starting MVC real-time project at 7 o'clock. I think I already forwarded the links in your groups. All of you try to join that group. And subscribe to Satya Technologies channel. And my SQL Server videos are also there. Just open YouTube and type SQL Server by Kannababu. There also you can watch the videos. These operators are used to compare two or more values and return a Boolean value. And return a Boolean value, either true or false. Either true or false. Logical operators. Okay, now. These operators are used to compare two or more values and return a Boolean value, either true or false. If you want to compare multiple conditions, then you have to use these logical operators. Two or more values kadu, here two or more conditions. Logical operators, these operators are used to compare two or more conditions and return a Boolean value, either true or false. Did you understood? So what I'm telling, different types of logical operators are AND operator, OR operator. Condition 1, condition 2, AND, AND operator, OR operator. Condition 1 is, if both the conditions are true, AND operator will return true. If either of the condition is true, OR operator will return true. If either of the condition is true, OR operator will return true. Here if I write false, and here if I write true, AND will return false, OR will return true. And here true, true, false, false. Okay, na? And here if I write false, both are false here. This is about logical operators. Okay, now these operators are used to compare two or more conditions and return a Boolean value, either true or false. Are you following, everyone? Please get on the groups or already there. Okay, now see what I'm telling. For example, in my database, I have one table with name employee. Here I'll try to write something like this. Table with name employee with columns. With columns, I'll try to give E number. Okay, 1 minute. With the columns, here I'll try to give E number, age, and here I'll give gender. And here I'll give basic salary. Some 4 columns I'll give. Okay, 23. Gender I'll give male. Basic salary I'll give 20,000. I'll give 102. Here 20. This is employee table having 3 columns. 4 columns are there: E number, age, gender, as well as basic salary. Okay, now if I ask you some query, write a query to display employee details. Write a query to display employee details whose salary is greater than 20,000. Whose salary is greater than 20,000. Write a query to display employee details whose salary is greater than 20,000 and whose age is 23. I have given 2 conditions. Condition number 1 is what? Salary must be greater than 20,000 and age must be equal to 23. 2 conditions are given. If both the conditions are true only, I want to give the I want to display the employee details. So you see what is the condition number 1 here I will try to give. Is it clear? This is my condition number 1. Condition number I'll try to give. What is the condition number 1 I will try to give here? I will write. Salary must be greater than 20,000. Now see what is the first one? First employee salary 20,000. 1 minute you wait. I will clearly write here. Salary greater than 20,000. This is condition 1. Condition 2, age must be equal to 23. That is condition 2. Condition 1 and condition 2. Yes or no? So let us see how it will work. First condition, salary greater than 20,000. What is the salary of 101? 20,000. So 20,000 greater than 20,000. True. False. Sorry, false. 23 equal to 23. True. So first one is false. Second one is, so output is false. End operator. This is condition 1, condition 2, result. Are following? Similarly, the query will execute 3 times. Again, the query will be executed on second row. 30,000 greater than 20,000. Condition is what? True. 22 is equal to 22. Condition is 23 is equal to 22. Condition is false. Is it clear? So you'll get false. False, false. So false. And third one, salary 40,000 greater than 20,000. 40,000 greater than 20,000. Condition is what? True. Sorry, here condition is true only. True, false, also false. End operator. Here age is what? 21 greater than 23. And 23 is equal to 20 is equal to 23. False. I think here all are false, so no record will come. But if, for example, if I write 22, then it will work. Let us see the query. Select what? Try to increase. If I try to write the query like this, select star from EMP where is equal to 22 and basic cell greater than 20,000. So you will get which record? Second record will come. 102, 22, female 30,000. Like that you have to work with this logical operators. Are you following? Like that you have to work with this logical operators. Did you understand everyone? So select star from EMP where age is equal to 22 and basic salary greater than 20,000. This is my requirement. Okay, na? So if you want to write another query, you can write. This is E number. This is E name. This is salary. Here 101. Here Anil. Here some 20,000. And here I'll try to give age. I'll give age as 22. Otherwise, here we will see 3, 4 records I insert here. Here I'll give 102, 103, 104. Here I'll try to give Sunil. Here I'll try to give Ajay. Here I'll try to give Vijay. Okay, now some salaries I will try to give 30,000. Here some 40,000. Here some 3,000. Okay, now here age also I'll update something like 23, 21, some 20. If I ask you write one more query, write a query to display employee details whose salary greater than 20,000 and age is equal to 21. So how to write the query? How to write the query? Here you can write select star. Here let us say select star from EMP where salary greater than 20,000 and age is equal to 21. This is my requirement. This is my query actually. Age is equal to 21. Okay now. Now who will come? 40,000, 21 will come, I think. If I ask you, write a query to display the employee details whose salary is greater than 20,000 or age is equal to 21. How to write the query? I will use OR operator. Select a star from EMP where salary greater than 20,000 or age equal to 21. Means here you see in the first scenario what happened? Salary greater than 20,000 false. Age is greater than 20 true. Second scenario. Salary greater than 20,000 true. Age is also greater than 21 true. Third scenario. Salary greater than 20,000 true. Age is greater than 21 false. Fourth scenario. Salary greater than 20,000 true. Age is greater than 21 false. So end operator will return what here false. OR operator no. If either of the operator condition is true, it will return true. True, 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 and true. All are true. So output is all the records will come in the output. Whereas salary is 1850, you can give no problem. It will take integer number size is 10-digit number. Is it clear? Your salary will not cross 10-digit number now. So the integer data type is satisfied your requirement. If not, keep big int. It depends on what data type you will keep in your at the time of creating the table. That is out of the box here. Waste question now. How to calculate second maximum cell? You have to use functions. Today we are not discussing about functions. Max of, min of, sum of, count of, average of, lot of functions are there. Don't cross the syllabus actually. Let me cover the syllabus actually. Okay, na? Because a lot of people are listening now. They will follow the syllabus. So this is what we are discussing about the operators. Did you understand everyone? This is how you can use this logical operators. Right, next operators are what? Here we are discussing about operators. Operators are used to perform what? Operations. Different types of operators are arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, range operators, string operators. Next important operators are range operators. Range operators means if you want to retrieve the data from the table within the given range. Here I'll try something like range operators. If you want to retrieve the data, from the table within the given range, retrieve the data based on within the given range. Within the given range, we have to use range operator. Okay, now we have to use range operator. For example, if I try to between and not between. Okay, now I will ask one question. Write a query to display employee details whose age is between 20 and 22, something like this. Between means including starting and ending age also it will count. So here I'll write something like this. Select star from EMP. I'm considering the same table, above table only, where age between 20 and 22, something like that. where age is between 20 and 22. Did you understand? Then you will get the range operator. You will get these details: 104, 103, 102. I think 102 will not come. 101, 103, 102, and 2 will come. 3 will come. 104 also will come. Between operator. It is used to retrieve the data within the given range. If we ask you one more question, write a query to display the employee details whose age is not between 20 and 22. Then you will get here you write not between. You will get 23 will come because it is not between 20 and 22. 23 will come. That is about between and not between operator. For example, if I ask you, write a query to display the employee details whose salary is greater than 20,000, whose salary is greater than 30,000, and whose age is between 20 and 22. Whose age is between 20 and 22. More than one condition, no, use logical operators. And between mixed query this one. Select star from EMP where salary greater than 30,000 and age between 20 and 22. Age between 20 and 22. This is about between and not between operator. Like that, you can write multiple conditions. Are you following, everyone? Yes or no? So write a query to display the employee details. Write a query to display the employee details. So salary is greater than 30,000. If you want to check multiple conditions, you can use this one. Did you understood? That is how you can work with range operators. So operators' main purpose is to perform operations on 2 or more operators. Yes or no? So here different types of operators we are discussing. Okay, na? Arithmetic operators and what? Different types of operators we are discussing. Arithmetic operators, logical operators, range operators, and string operators. Now we are discussing one more operator called string operators. Is it clear, everyone? These all are different types of operators that are available. Now another operator is string operators. This is also very important operator, string operator. Tomorrow we are starting a MVC real-time project. All of you try to attend. Mostly recommended for .NET students. String operator. Yeah, you can write salary greater than 30 or age between 20 and 22. You will get no problem. String operator. It is used to return. It is used to search the data based on specific pattern. Based on specific pattern. If you want to retrieve the data based on a specific pattern, we'll use string operator. It is used to search the data based on what? Specific pattern. Mostly if you open Google or anything, if you open Google or Facebook, anything, when you search your, when you type one text, if I type K, you can see all the keywords. If I type KA, you give my name, KANNA, something like that. Is it clear? If you type anything, if you type yes, you can see search attack. And based on your character you entered, then automatically the word will come here. Similarly, if you open IRCTC also, there also you can see. Is it clear? If you open IRCTC also, there also you can see such the trains based on a specific pattern. When you enter the first character, then automatically the city names will come. That is also you can use string operator. It is used to search the data based on specific pattern. Is it clear? Then we have to use the operator. Are you following, everyone? So string operators are 2 operators. One is like operator, other one is not like operator. String operators are of two types. One is like operator, other one is non-like operator. Did you understand? String operators are of two types, like operator and not like operator. This is your table data, let us assume. Here I have one table. Some data is there here. So here if I ask you some question like, write a query to display employee details whose name starts with A. Whose name starts with A. How to write means select a star from EMP where E name like A percentile. A percentile means starts with A. Okay, na? Percentile A means ends with A. A percentile means display the employee names starts with A. Percentile A means ends with A. Is it clear? In between A means what? Percentile means in between if A is existing within the given string. In between A. There are different patterns are there like operators. If you want, you can search in W3 schools. Like operator, W3 school you can ask, it will show you. If you want such the data based on a specific pattern, we'll use this like operators. There are different patterns are there to display the data. Or following here you can see like operator. Different patterns are there. A percentile means starts with A. Percentile A means ends with A. Is it clear? Here you can see like operators. Actually, these two symbols are very, very important. In interview, they'll ask you, what are the wild characters in SQL? What are the wild characters in SQL means you can tell answer is like operator, percentile and underscore. These two are called as wild characters in SQL. Is it clear? One is percentile, other one is underscore. These two are like wild characters in SQL. Wild characters in SQL. Okay, na? So let us see here. We have some other patterns are also there here. Okay, na? Here you see. Here you see where customer name A percentile means starts with A. Percentile A means ends with A. This is the table, which is somewhat important table. Here you can see these are the patterns actually. A percentile means starts with A. Percentile A means ends with A. Percentile or percentile means find any value that have R in any position. Underscore R means find any value within second position. Underscore means it will omit that value. Okay, na? First character omit, R must be in second position. A underscore means find any value that starts with A and are at least two characters in the length. A to underscore find any value that starts with A and are at least three characters in length. A percentile O means what? Starts with A and ends with O. This table, if you revise properly, you'll get some clarity. Like operator. If you want to search the data based on a specific pattern, we'll use like operator. Did you understand, everyone? These are the specific patterns that are available. If you want to know more about these patterns, you can use this website. Did you understand? Something like that. Similarly, not like operator. Like operator and not like operator. For example, if I ask a question like this, write a query to display employee details whose name starts with A and whose salary between 20,000 and 30,000, something like this. So how to write the query? You can write select star from EMP where E name like A percentile and salary between 20,000 and 30,000, something like that. Or if I want to, so only A will come. The employee names whose name starts with A only will come. Write a query display employee details whose names not starts with. Not starts with means here you can use not like operator. Okay, like this you can work with SQL operators. It should. First two characters you have to leave and ends with A. Last character must ends with A. Okay. Na? So like this you can practice different patterns. These all are very, very important. Just today we just discussed about arithmetic operators in what? SQL. Different types of operators we have seen, like arithmetic operators, like logical operators, like range operators. Is it clear? Like string operators. These all operators we have discussed. Okay, na? Try to practice all the queries. Definitely you will become strong. So in the first class, we'll discuss about constraints in SQL. Okay, everyone. Sir, we need some exercise to create database and practice commas and any sites for them. Thank you, sir. Yeah, just tomorrow we'll complete constraints. No, later I will do some case studies so that you can practice. Today you complete all these case studies. I have not executed the queries. No, you try to execute the queries and check the output. I'll send the material in WhatsApp group. No. Group, I think I created 2 groups. Don't tell that 2 groups are filled. WhatsApp group is enough, I think. 2 groups I created. Okay, I already given the group link in the chat. You can ask any other people. Not equal operator also you can use. Employee details of salary not equal to 20,000. Anyone post that group link in that WhatsApp, they will join. Anyone, please post. And don't post any unnecessary postings in the group. I'll delete from you from the group. So this weekend we'll plan the .NET Core workshop along with Azure workshop also. This is not now. One table to another table means you have to copy. Is it clear? You have to use into operator, insert into. Old table name common, new table name. Off. See, don't ask the questions here, ascending, descending, that all will come in order by class, group by class. You all came here to learn SQL or just to refresh means it is not, but this is the course to learn. New people can learn SQL. Okay, no? Today our topic is operators. Tomorrow we'll discuss about constraints. Next we'll discuss about joins. Next we'll discuss about stored procedures, classes. Lot of topics will be there. Okay, thank you. Tomorrow we'll continue. Have a nice day. Bye. Okay, na?